It can be extremely overwhelming when you open up the Oura app and then all you see is numbers, charts, graphs. In this video, I want to share the 5 Oura Ring health metrics that I consider on a daily basis, with one of them being a low-key game changer to really understanding if you're becoming more healthy and fit. Let's get to it. Now, the first metric that I track, especially when I get up in the morning, is my readiness score. You could typically find it on the main home screen, where it'll give you a number between 0 and 100 to show what your readiness score is. This is very similar to Whoop's recovery score, and it basically takes 7 factors across your previous sleep, your activity, as well as your body stress to give you a good understanding of how much your body is taking on through your lifestyle. If I wake up in the morning, I have a high readiness score, then I know, hey, I could take on a little bit more stress. Let me go a little bit harder during my workout. Or if it's on the flip side, it means, hey, I can maybe take a rest day, scale it back a little bit. But honestly, it's just a great way to understand what is in your body limits. Now, a big piece of your readiness score is actually what is called the heart rate variability, which is the second metric that I love to track. Now, your heart rate variability, or HRV, is the measure of the variation in between your heartbeats in milliseconds. And typically, a higher HRV is supposed to show good general fitness, as well as recovery and sleep quality. And then the lower heart rate variability compared to the average is typically supposed to show illness, overtraining, or more stress. You want to see it as black and white as that because your body does need both to be balanced. What I love to do personally is look at my HRV over a couple days or a couple weeks just to make sure my body is recovering appropriately. Now, the third health metric that I track with my Oura Ring, especially when I'm at work at my desk, is the amount of inactive time that I'm having throughout the day. This can actually be found within the activity tab under activity contributors. It basically measures how much time you spent sitting or standing over a 24-hour period, not including your sleep time. Typically 5 to 8 hours has a positive effect on your activity score, while 12 and up, you probably need to get your butt up, moving, walking around, stretching, doing something, because that's like half of your day not moving at all. And honestly, I like this better than counting steps because I feel like steps can sometimes be inaccurate. Honestly, me moving this phone around is probably adding steps right now. By looking at your inactivity time, this gives you a little bit more of an accurate view of how much time you are moving throughout the day and not moving. The fourth health metric that I track with my Oura Ring is actually my sleep, specifically my REM and deep sleep. And something that we have to remember is that the number of hours don't really matter if you're not getting good quality sleep. So when you scroll to the bottom of the sleep tab, you can actually see a graph showing the different time spent in each of the individual sleep stages. And deep sleep and REM sleep are actually the 2 stages that do the most for your body. Deep sleep typically happens earlier on in the night and promotes muscle growth as well as restoring the body. REM sleep occurs later on in the sleep cycle, and its main focus is re-energizing the mind. So this helps with learning, creativity, problem solving. It's also when you dream the most. Honestly, it's just beneficial to see which daily habits are affecting my sleep and how can I tweak my nightly routine to optimize the sleep that I'm getting. Now, for the 5th health metric that I think is really underrated to most people is your resting heart rate. The resting heart rate is actually a pretty good indication about your overall health. Generally, having a lower average resting heart rate shows that you have good cardio fitness as well as that your body is well recovered. However, if you monitor your nutrition or limit your alcohol and caffeine intake as well as staying active, you do have a better chance of having a lower resting heart rate. Now, with all of these health metrics, it's very important to not look at them individually within a vacuum. It's better to look at trends and changes over a long period of time because that's when you could see real development. And please remember that everybody's body is different, everybody's data is different. Really, the only thing that matters is your numbers compared to your average baseline. If you haven't seen my recent Oura Ring review, make sure to check out this video right here. Stay healthy, be happy, and embrace the hype. Woo!